Okay, now, let's just get right into this today. I know you haven't heard from me in a day. Well, Ben, I skipped yesterday, didn't I? I'm trying to go to every other day. I'm seeing how that works. And, I mean, it's been a year of doing it almost every single day. I have like 450 videos out there now. So I have to kind of think about making sure my life is balanced. Even though I'm retired. Yeah, so anyways, but I thought we would just get right into this today. And my big question to you is, do you know how to do an A minor 7th shape? And can you do an A 7th shape? Okay, so let's do those right now so you know what I'm talking about. Here we go. There's the first one, A minor 7th shape. You know how to do that one, right? And can you do the A 7th shape? There it is right there. It's kind of like the A, except you're lifting your middle finger, right? Or you just do it with fingers 1 and 2. Okay, so you got those down, see? Now that means you can do this. I almost didn't do it right. You can do that, okay? Because you know these two shapes. That's all I'm using here. Okay? So if it's just those two shapes, you just need to know, well, what fret do I move up to? And how many times in a row do I use that shape? And if you know those things, you can do this. And why would you want to know that? Well, just so happens for that particular run, if you're in the key of G, you can play songs. You can actually bring the melody out. So you can use that. So if you're playing a song, you can throw those in, just those two shapes. You just need to know where to be on the fingerboard. And it's really, really not that difficult. And I'm going to show that to you today. And then we're going to kind of mess around with it a little bit and see what kind of sounds we can bring out with it. Okay? So you know the A minor 7th shape. So we're actually going to start out by playing the G chord, because I want to remind you that you are doing this so that when you're playing in the key of G, those, well, you can bring them in and use it. And it sounds awesome, okay? Or at least I think so. Hold on a minute. So the way I'm picking this is these two fingers are taking care of strings 3 and 2, and my thumb is taking care of string 4, okay? Now I'm counting this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So string 4, thumb's got that. String 3 and 2, first finger and middle finger. So it looks like this. Thumb, finger, finger. Thumb, first, second. 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd string. That's all I'm doing, is just that. So we're going to start out slow. And just so happens that sounds great with G, okay? So here you are playing in the key of G. Basically, what I'm doing up here is using that scale, those 2-finger scales. So let me show it to you first of all. And I have the chord charts this time. I think last time I couldn't really find the right chord charts, and now I have a way to make those charts. It doesn't label them, but it does show you the formation that we're using. And the first one is actually a A minor 7th. Well, actually the first one is open. So, okay, so you're just playing the 4th and the 2nd string. Okay, so that's D and B, right? And then you go to this really A minor 7th, right? And then you just slide it up. Just 1 fret, 2 frets, 2 frets. So now your pointer finger's on the third fret, okay? So you got the first part. What's nice about that is that right there you can use for a lot of things. Actually could take the place of G, C, D, C. Okay, so we've gotten that far now. So let's move a little further. So we have this. The next one, we're going to change our shape. We're going to use the shape that you'd use if you were making an A7th. You know this is an A7th here, or you might use these 2 fingers. Okay, so basically you're going to do this, but you're going to do it on the 5th fret. And so now you're going to add this here. Okay, so you have your open, right? Move up 2 frets. There you go, there's the next one. And then what you're going to do is move up 2 more frets with that same shape. Okay, so now we have 2 times in this shape, and then 2 times with this shape. And then we're going to do a 1-time shape. We're going to go back to the A7th shape. And you are now, right now, at the 8th fret with this first finger. So let's hear how that sounds, okay? You got it in your brain? You're going to start out with your open or your G chord. Play these, just start by playing these 3 strings. And then we switch for 2. There's the second one. And then you're going to switch back. Okay? And that actually is like a G there. Okay, so let's see where we're at now. We got G, doing it twice, and then you're switching, doing it twice, and then 1 time back to this. So there's really only 2 shapes here. There's this shape, and there's this shape, right? You're just switching them up as you move up the fingerboard, and you just have to remember when, okay? So if you know this shape and you know this shape, you got it down, okay? So just start out 2, this one, and then 2, this one, and then go back to the first one. And there it is right there. Then go backwards. And then go forward again. times, 2 times, 1 time, okay? All right, so we've come a long ways with that now, okay? So when you're playing along, so now let's move a little further. So we've got 2 times here, 2 times here, 1 time here, and then go back to that second shape, that A7th shape, and you're going to do it 2 times there. You're on the 10th fret and then on the 12th fret. So now we have, whoops, almost messed up there, okay? Okay, now, that's a G, by the way. It's like a D shape, okay? There you go, and it's at the 7th fret. Okay, so. That over and over and over again till you get it down. So when you're playing along with a song, here's something that's really interesting about those shapes. Right here, this is really good way. This sounds like this. It goes great with a G chord. So this right here is really neat. And what's really neat about it is it's a repeat of this. Doesn't that sound the same? It is the same. So right now I'm playing this. Whoops. I'm playing this on strings 1 and 3 instead of 3 and 2 and 4, okay? So I'm here on 1 and 3. And I'm making that A minor, or A minor 7th chord right here, that shape. See it? It's the same as this shape, except it's at the 3rd fret and you're covering strings 1 and 3. And then you change it to that A7th shape at the 5th fret. And then you go up 2 frets. And it just so happens it's the same as what we just learned down here. Okay? So if you're playing along, you don't want to come down here. You can just do it right there. So I'm going to leave you with that and let you play around with it. Hope it makes sense, but you really have to just practice it. Start slow. And then once you start getting it down, start thinking about when I'm playing in the key of G, where can I use that to bring out the melody? forget, hopefully you have your calendars marked for the Zoom call for our members. I'll put the information here, and also for the live that's coming up on the 25th at 9:30 in the morning. And I hope you all have a great day or night wherever you are in this world.